certain matter, if another matter comes in, I will contact the same officer again because I'm doing my job. So,
can I ask you a question, Ms. Masuku? Why not contact the chief of police in that department? Why contact a mid-level brigadier who's responsible for a division within EMPD? Why not contact the head of the EMPD if you are investigating members of the EMPD? I'll tell you why I'm asking. Suspicion arose, and we heard from the EMPD senior people who came here that every time IPID went to EMPD offices, they would have meetings with Julius Mkhwanazi, and they, as chief of police and deputy chief of police, would not know what those meetings were about. And that created this suspicion that IPID is cozying up to Julius Mkhwanazi and protecting him. So now that you have the context and the background, why not deal with the chief of police or deputy chief of police? Because the people you are investigating are also their members. They are not Julius Mkhwanazi's members. Do you follow?
I follow you, Commissioner. Commissioner, I will respond, but I won't respond fully because I think my colleague who's coming will have to respond to that. So I don't want to take his responses, but in light, it's not that even them, they were never contacted. There is proof for that. They were contacted. And the level of communication is the same to all of them. Furthermore, we conduct our station, we call it station lectures to the members to teach them about IPID's mandate, because members, they tend to be hostile when we arrive at the crime scenes. More especially to the crime scenes whereby they have fired shots. We have to disarm them for the firearms to be tested. That is when the hostility will start, to say, why are we disarming them? Because we think they've got a lack of knowledge of our mandate. They need to understand our mandate first before they can get to these conclusions they are having about the department. It's part of our duties to conduct the station lectures. There are a few station lectures that were arranged with Julius Mkhwanazi. They were fruitful. We went to their college. We did the station lecture. It was it's Mkhwanazi who helped us in that. The reason was because his members are complaining to say, we seize their firearms, they don't get them back. It takes time to be tested at our forensic laboratories. Even at their precinct in Kempton Park, where we've conducted a few station lectures there with other units, these senior managers were there. Even because we take photos, when we do that, our department wants photos to see who was there and all that. We have photos when we're standing with them, these officers. In my office, I've plugged them on. I was forced to inform the family prior to prepare them to say, I've been informed that one of my suspects is going to the commission. Be prepared to hear more details that I cannot divulge to you because they are too painful. But it's done. I just thank the commissioners that I got this opportunity to come and explain, because commissioners, it's said, we work for IPID, we've got identity card that we carry with ourselves. It shows from far that I'm from IPID. Even wherever in public areas, when you walk, they see this IPID thing. They say, wow, you're working for IPID? Ah, that corrupt department. And we are not. It's just that we are overworked. That's why our cases, they look so, the investigation is going very slow. We are overworked. It's very difficult for one member to carry more than 400 case dockets. You will work on this docket, you put it aside, you go with your cycle. By the time you get there, 12 months are gone on this one. You never came back to this one. In between, we have courts. Last year, for 3 full months, I was in court from the 2nd of April in my investigation of other matters. That one that I'm testifying also in, it's very important because somebody was killed. And thanks God, on the 16th, they are being sentenced. It's torture as well. That South Africa needs to know that we are working. It's just that they cannot see, but we are overwhelmed by work. We don't have knock-off times. You come to our offices, you will find me in the office 12 o'clock midnight. I'm still sitting in the office. The security guys of the building, they know me, I've got their contacts. When they see my car parked at the parking, they know that I will call them at midnight to say, come and open for me at the exit. I'm leaving now, I'm going home. The following day, I must be back to the office. That's the kind of work that we are doing. It's very stressful. It's too much work that we are doing, but we don't stop. We continue. So South Africa, you must bear with us. It's too much for us, but we will continue with the support of the community. If we don't get support from them, it's difficult for us. Thank you, Commissioners.
Thank you, Ms. Masuku. Commissioners, unless there are further questions, that is the testimony of Ms. Masuku. And I think for the record, I should place that I have exhausted the Commissioner's lunch hour now. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Sello. Thank you very much, Ms. Masuku. We will adjourn and resume at 3 o'clock.
Yes,
but
Chair.
we want to see you, Ms. Sello,
Yes.
the Commission Secretary and the Commission spokesperson outside now.
We shall be there, Chair.
Thank you very, very much, Ms. Masuku.
Thank you very much, Commissioners. But Commissioners, before you leave, with your permission, I will request the Commissioners to maybe have some recommendation to our department to say something can be done regarding the security for the members working for the department.
May that be included in what Ms. Sello suggested earlier, which was that a supplementary statement or affidavit be filed with the Commission suggesting what IPID wants to see done or wants the Commission to recommend. And as I said earlier, Mr. Kifelakai is here and he has heard everything. So I assume that you two, as being somebody who is in the coal face, as it were, will participate in that process and that it won't be left to those in management because people who actually experience it, who feel it, are people like you, the foot soldiers.
Thank you, Commissioners.
Thank you very much.